All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play action, now Taylor. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Taylor will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then He's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Lead grip.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Ready? 18, go. Ready?
Now Taylor on first down. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
61, matchbox, white.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
70, Indy. Here we go, D. All day, defense. Get it.
On third down, here's Cannon. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, it's Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action now. Taylor steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Taylor. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Taylor. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Marvin Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Forced out to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Evans.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Breida. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They run forward, Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, a run with Cannon. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. Down the numbers. There he goes. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Airing one deep for Riddick. And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And this will be caught at the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor to throw. Gives it to his running back, Cannon. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Thomas has it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now it's Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Buying time to his left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Breida. He's got a little daylight. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill to Michel on the screen. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man, that's Richie James. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Give him 14 on the play. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here's Tannehill. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action, it's Taylor. Airing one deep for Reddick. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Evans. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's Tannehill. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a give coming right is Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Sidney Jones. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, this is Kamek. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White in there to drop him for a loss on the play. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The tackle there by Brian Poole. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Logan. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, and now some space to operate. The 20. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially solve it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Bravo!
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. 10 logo. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high, let's go.
One last shot for Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.